get into a bus, get into a plane, get into a train, get into a ferry, get into a car, travel, stop thinking like Nairobi people. Nairobi people are nothing, you know nothing, travel, get out, go see what happens in other parts of the world.
Get up and do those things that you will be known for, rather than us doing many things that don't go anywhere. Do that thing, whether it's one thing, two things, or three things that you will be known for, but you can take them all the way into significance.
Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great and in the best of health. As you can see in the title above, today I am attending the Youth Plus Africa Festival. It was a 2-day event, so 28th, which was yesterday, and today 1st of March, but I wasn't able to attend yesterday, so I'm excited. I'm going to attend today's. I'm a little bit late, so I need to go right now. All these amazing people on the wall were panelists and speakers for the 2-day event.
I'm not saying everyone has been a very big influencer of how I treat and I interact with money.
For a lot of us, we wait for our salaries to hit the bank account, and then that's when we start thinking, how do I spend this money? The problem with that is that when your money is already in your bank account, the first thing you think about is the temptations. You know, the new shoe that you saw, a suit, a nice suit that you saw, a TV that you want to upgrade my account, or to take a simple notebook, make a list of a spending plan, like by the time it's 34,000 hits my bank account, where do I want it to go? So a spending plan, the snowball method, starting from the smallest to the highest debt, and the urgency method where you're asking yourself, which debt keeps me up awake at night? And you start tackling with that, and eventually you're going to do it. It's not a fast thing if you owe a lot of money, but make progress, and it's doable. Yeah.
Okay. I want you to get a lot of the things you have been taught to think are wealth are actually not wealth. Yeah. So when I started St. Thomas in 2009, I wrote 2 things down because I had run a business and I had seen in 2 years, maybe I'm just not that hard of a worker. Even Kevin knows me. Yeah. Maybe I'm just not that hard of a worker. Yeah. Because in the 2 years of running that business, combined with the business I was with in Kevin, I could see it not turn into profit. It's because you're running a business that completely depends on you to be there. So with autonomy, I had to go from, I realized that I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you, 80% of your problems are the same. But it's also a bit of humility. When I talk to you about your money, I can tell that I know some things, but there's some things you need that I don't know. Because when you're building wealth, wealth is not created in solitude as well. Yeah? So you have to understand, am I solving a problem for my customer based on what I can do, or am I actually holistically solving the problem for the customer? And generational businesses are those ones that look at holistic problems. So Centonomy moved from me doing one-on-one to a class where you come, you do budgeting, and that class is only for budgeting. Then you do debt. By the time you get down, you're done with your debt. We go through your vision, because we have to do your vision first even before we take you through each and every investment that you're going to do.
Tomorrow we can go 5 times, 10 times bigger. And now this is attractive. And this is how we got our first $1 million with Techstars, American investors, and so on. We needed credit to basically like finance also our working capital and finance other businesses, online to businesses. So this was a little bit a different journey, because now when you go meet a bank, they don't want to hear your story that you're going to be Elon Musk in the next 10 years. They want to know, are you making cash today, and can you pay me back at the end of every month? So now you need to work on your numbers, work on your product. Are you actually giving value to a customer and they're paying you back every month, every 3 months? And that's how you can then get access to credit. So this is how we got our other line of credit. We raised like $500,000 first, and then scaled it up to $1 million. And this helped us to on-lend to actually farmers, mostly in Kenya, Uganda, and Nigeria. So why am I telling you this story is because now when we have all those entrepreneurs in our platform that are coming to ask for a loan, we always kind of face the same issue of like having this lack of public, like I would say like branding of themselves, this lack of like packaging their business in a way that is attractive, that shows sustainability, financial sustainability, and the ability for them to grow and to pay back a loan. So I would say like if you want to look now for a loan, or if you want to look for investors, make sure one, you have all the documents in order. We can help you with that at Panellists Capital, but make sure that you have your registration, you have your books, you have your, even if you don't have your accountant, you have a small software that you can use to at least follow up on your books, you have your budget, you have your vision on how you're going to sell every month and how much you have to spend to make those sales happen and how much return you're going to make. You're not running charities here, you're all running businesses that are going to grow and make billions of dollars. And then from there, make sure that you package your team. The people that you have around you are very important. So we saw a lot of entrepreneurs that apply for funding, they have their aunts, their cousins. It's good if they have fantastic CVs, but if they don't, it's not good.
The case studies we are being made to read are from companies outside. So we are studying companies, and maybe those even in university, we are studying companies that are outside of Kenya or outside of Africa. And I got so irritated. So a few years ago, I just put it up, and it was even my team even made it into a pitch magnet. Maybe about 10 years ago, I said Centonomy will be studied by Harvard University. It will be studied by Harvard University. This was 10 years ago. This year, Harvard have come to me. They are
A huge round of applause!
They have brought their students to sit with Centonomy to learn. What did you guys do? So we are now a case study for them. So let me tell you, Africa, it is our time to reverse these narratives. Yeah? So I'm saying that because I believe in this room, so many of you are case studies for Harvard. So please don't look at what you have. Remember, where you are today, please do not live here and think my present circumstances are my truth. They're just your current reality that you have to deal with. But the truth about you and what you can do usually has nothing to do with your current circumstances. I told you I started this company when I was dead broke, and now have an account to study Centonomy. Yeah? So all of you are going to be case studies. And as we build generational wealth, please remember, wealth is not created in disorder. It is not all this is, it has still been processed, it has been structure, it has been strategy, it has been failure. Yes, you will fail many times, but fail forward. So every time you fail, get up. Yeah? Just say, okay, what did I learn? Get up and do those things that you will be known for, rather than us doing many things that don't go anywhere. Do that thing, whether it's one thing, two things, or three things that you will be known for, but you can take them all the way into significance. So I wish you all the best. Yeah? We are sitting here, and I sit at these forums because I'm not special. I'm like you. You probably even know more than me. So we don't sit here and I don't tell you a 16-year story to tell you something was special about me. Something was not special about me. Yeah? But just start believing in yourself, put one and one together, speak to one person, put one shilling with another shilling, and it will definitely work out. So thank you very much for giving your time and attention. And I have a book, before I even forget, I do have a book on money, and it is outside. It is a story book on personal finance. It has my story, but other people's story, Kenyans, who have also created wealth in their own way. So it's called Making Sense, and you can get it out there. And you can also follow, I do a podcast called Making Sense Conversations, which you can follow on all the platforms as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mosheke. Melanie.
For mine is just to also remind everyone that generational wealth means over generations, so you also have to be patient with you, with your journey. We've heard it's a 16-year story. It's not happening overnight. And in a world where we all look at each other on social media and feel completely overwhelmed and devalue ourselves because we are not at that amount of following, we're not at that amount of money raised, take a chill pill, it's okay. We are all going to get there. It can be sometimes very frightening, very scary, we said it multiple times, but if you take it step by step, as Agatha even mentioned before, like taking it snowball way, you start small, you start with your survival, then your lifestyle, you make sure you can actually meet it with your salary, then you have a business idea, you build your entrepreneurship story, you make more money, you invest that money, real estate, money market, etc. It takes time, and accept that maybe you will not also enjoy it into your generation. It might be for your children or your grandchildren, but you're not building just for you. You're building for them, for the future and for the continent.
Now, let me ask all my panelists to please be outstanding. I want us to take a final photo together so we can remember this moment and savor this memory. All right, all our camera.
Respect, long-lasting impact changing a life. What footprints are you behind in the rooms I walk into? I love that. Legacy to me is something you are remembered for and will be remembered for. Breaking generational curses and achieving financial freedom. Kusaidia watu hawajui, what are you remembered for? What you're known for? Keeps going. In the Subaru, this is the guy. This guy has been working all his life. Give it to him. Generational significance, it goes on and on. Give me the next question. Black tax, that's rough. Being a woman in construction, Jesus, God bless you. Lack of capital, fear, influence, fear, procrastination, self-doubt, fear, lack of knowledge, fear, laziness. Let's keep going. I have 125 people saying things: procrastination, overthinking, fear, serendipity. These are people who just know many words. ADHD, black tax, procrastination, imposter syndrome is a real one. Luck or lack of thereof. Being afraid, fear of success. Irene, give me the next screen, please. 155 of you have responded. Now I want to know what the biggest one is. Let's do it again. Give me a word cloud. What is the biggest thing you face? One word, as best as you can. Procrastination, fear, somebody said pro and never finished. Speaking, self-esteem, criticism, procrastination, overthinking, comfortability, laziness, imposter syndrome, comfort, self-doubt, fear. Overthinking, laziness, fear, self-doubt, overthinking, imposter syndrome, inconsistency, myself, failure, sleeping, self-esteem, criticism, self-sabotage, fear, self-doubt, fear, procrastination, fear. You see? Are you problems? Someone in this nation, this month, made $464 million clean money in your town. They had gone to Fukai Boys School. They went and studied aviation. They got a small job. They didn't work for KQ. They were flying planes for people. They did a private engagement for some very wealthy individuals because of the job they were doing. The wealthy individuals wanted to do an investment in our country. They needed somebody to help liaison. He helped liaison. He, for the last 10 years, supported them in the work they did. Action plan. When do you start? Who needs to do what by when? Assign tasks, set deadlines, and establish accountability. Identify key stakeholders and have milestones. Because I can't even begin to imagine what's going. What I'd like to tell you though is, if I was you, I'd just make sure yourself in a room. Network. Number one. Number two, play small but think big. Play small, think big. Play small, think big. Is that clear, or do you need me to elaborate? About business, play small. Don't serve 500 people, serve 15 people. Get the processes right. Make sure you get your accounts audited. Get an accountant. Make sure you pay taxes. Pay small. When you play small, you get the processes correct. So when it's time to scale, you are the only one in the room that can answer the question of what is a P&L. Play small so you get the processes right. And then when it's time for you to grow, you understand how to make it make sense. Play small means watch all the videos on YouTube on how to build a business. Play small means go to these small events with Akina Pius that they charge you $35 to learn how to run a business. Play small. Stop acting like you have and then you don't. Play small. Number three, travel. Whatever you do, travel. Get into a bus, get into a plane, get into a train, get into a ferry, get into a car, travel. Stop thinking like Nairobi people. Nairobi people are nothing. You know nothing, nothing. Travel, get out, go see what happens in other parts of the world. Even Dar es Salaam, go and see how clever you are compared to guys in DR and in Dar es Salaam. Go see how Uganda is just waiting for Kenyans to come and rip that place apart. Travel. Number 4, you better have good friends. If you have rubbish friends, leave. Go. There's nothing we'll do for you here. If the people around you, anytime we throw good seed, stomp on them. You know the story. There was a man, seeds, threw them on the ground. Some were rocky, some had thorns, some was good ground. I don't remember the other one. It was a path. 1 out of 4 good friends. Pass the spoon was about 4 good friends. Who just met? But 4 good friends nonetheless. Number 5, and I cannot insist on this enough. Believe in yourself.
After consuming all those gems, it was time for a little break, so everyone headed at the back to go and pick something to eat. I took my food and then was on my way to look for my friend. I don't know where she was, but I eventually found her. It was a struggle, but we did. Here I was just thinking, where the heck are those stairs? She's saying she's on the stairs. Which stairs? Which stairs, man? Ah, my lord. Lunch was over at this point, so I was going back in. Everyone is being rushed back in. Imagine this whole place was full, packed with people coming to get knowledge. Like, amazing, absolutely amazing.
So are we willing to do what we need to do to build the future that we need? I must tell you that I'm very nervous about this for myself personally, because I'm turning 40 in about 20 days. Very, very nervous.
I am absolutely livid that Vusi's part of the talk is not as clear and audible enough. So here I am trying to relay what he was talking about. He's basically saying he's turning 40 soon. He's turned 40 at this point, I bet. And he was talking about how this age is making him think about the legacy he will leave behind. And he relayed that question onto us. What legacy are we leaving behind? What is our appetite for pain? He talked about how we should always have appetite for pain, how we should look at our schedule Monday to Friday. Is it routine? Is it scheduled? How is our hunger for pain? Is it low? If it is, we need to look inward, because we should be willing to do things even when we don't feel like it. We should endure it. We should look for the pain. He also talked about how business is spiritual. No matter how or who steals your ideas, they can know what you know, but they don't have your grace. They can't be you. No one can be you. He also talked about, who are you building your legacy with? Who are you building your legacy for? Very important questions to internalize and probably journal about, to be honest. He also asked if we are in alignment with what we are called to do. So I'm asking you, are you in alignment with what you believe you are called to do? I'm telling you, these conversations were mind-blowing, were things that we need to think about constantly, continuously, until we figure out the answers to them.
You assume that the person attacking you is like you, fair and reasonable. Often, they themselves are dealing with their own demon. And the worst thing is that you, in dealing with yours, are flaring up the demon in there.
Make sure you read the description down below, because I share some of the keynotes of what I learned this day. I will continuously share what I learned because there is a lot to share.